Well, here welcome back, YouTube. Slick here in the Slickhead Garages. Going to give you a quick update of what's going on since I gotten back from North Carolina. I had to get those riding videos finished and published. I don't like riding videos. I find that they're boring, so you don't hurt my feelings if you think they're boring either. But let me show you what I got going on around the garages. I've been busy. Okay. Alright, so if you didn't sleep through the beginning of my video, you would have seen the clip of me breaking down on the side of the road with the Ironhead chopper. Like I said, I didn't fully test this bike out. I wanted to, but I just started riding it like an idiot. But on my first maiden ride, I noticed the voltage was dropping at every stop a couple volts, so I knew I had a charging problem. So I knew I had an old regulator on here. When you get a lithium battery, you got to replace the regulator with a new one. So I ordered up, after breaking down, I ordered up a new regulator. This one's old. So I ordered up a new regulator. And then I took it on a long ride. I had a long 45-minute ride, and I got halfway there, and the bike cut out on me, which you see in that video. It was down to 9 volts. So tonight I did all the tests, the generator test, the output test, where you put a meter in line to ground from here, and then you take negative and touch it to the field terminal no longer than 10 seconds. Do it in like 5 seconds, see what kind of output it's putting out at 3,000 RPM. And it was putting out 40, 50 volts. It was doing good. So the generator works good. And then what I discovered, stupid me, is that I think my problem is I just didn't grind the paint off. It's not getting a good ground. I was studying the diagram in the service manual over there, and I noticed it had a little ground. So I was like, oh, that's probably my problem. I got to scratch that off. That's me being an idiot. I'm about to grind it off with the Dremel, because that's powder coating stick. I got to get it off the frame here too. So that's that. I hope that solves my little charging issue so I can get back to riding it. Got this bike all apart. I gotta put the seat back on, but this is the non-glamorous side of owning a Ironhead. If you don't like wrenching, don't buy an old bike. Any old bike for that matter. Ironhead, panhead, knucklehead, flathead. Don't buy it if you don't like wrenching. So this will be back up on the road shortly. I've been working on my boat for the last couple nights, putting the motors on. The other motor was giving me troubles, that Chrysler, so let's take that back off. Put on old Reliable here, the Evinrude. I got to get the bimini top on it, get it cleaned out, get ready for playing around. What do we got going on over here in the nursery? Nothing but the Road King. The Triumph. The Triumph, I have to get a rear drum cylinder so I can have some brakes on that old British girl. Start riding her again. So I'll get that soon. The bastard 1970 XLCH that broke my ankle. It wasn't her fault. It's my fault. But I need to order up a battery so I can start riding her again. and get her in some videos. I know there's a lot of people waiting to see her. Just got to order up a new battery. I'm going to do that real soon. But yeah, she's pretty. And I got some work to do on it. I got to remove the wheel and true up the spokes. I got to do the tachometer cable. I got a new one. Got to run that. Slick Head Customs. What else? The Dyna. She needs a lot of stuff. She runs, but she needs a lot of stuff. She needs some love. I need to get her on the table, do some love. I got some welding to do on the coil bracket that's cracked underneath the seat there. I got a lot of stuff. Got a lot of plans for her. The Road King. I got a lot of work to do on the Road King too. I got the lower rocker box gasket here is weeping on the inside. You don't see it, but it has a little bit of a weepness to it. So I want to change that. While I'm in there, I want to replace the breather valves because they're not working. Because the way you test that is when you're changing your oil without pulling your oil fill plug. Remove your drain plug, your oil shouldn't really come out because it should have a vacuum to it and not really drain out fast. When I pull my plug out, it comes squirting out real fast. So that tells me the breather valves are bad. They're inexpensive. They're cheap. Replace them when I'm in there. And I got a little oil leak from the transmission behind the shifter pawl here. There's it's just a little seal. Little tiny seal. I forget, is it an O-ring or is it a seal? It's probably just a little mechanical seal. It's a cheap seal. It's like a $10 seal, but I got to tear everything apart just to get to the seal, just because it's dripping a little bit of my transmission fluid. And I don't like that. You could live like that, but I'm not going to do that. So that's what the Road King needs. Triumph, besides the drum brake, I need to get 2 new carburetors, 2 new Mikunis, or I kind of want to get some amyl carbs at a swap meet, some original ones on this 68, but whatever, that's got to be done because she's always clogging up the jets with the aluminum peeling on the inside of the carburetor. And what we got going on over here? The old Flatty, the old orange problem child. I put out a short a couple days ago. I was kickstarting it. I took it for a test ride. She was running real good, the best she's gotten so far, but she was backfiring, and I couldn't dial her in with the high-speed needle. So I'm still working through the heat cycles of replacing the seals. And when I got back home from that ride, I put my wrench to the plumber's nuts, and I got another half turn on each one of the plumber's nuts. So every time it heats up, it's kind of loosening up with those peak seals. So I'm going to keep trying it a couple more times. If it doesn't work out, I'm going to take the carburetor back off, because talking with Matt at Wheels Through Time, he gave me a great tip to do with the brass seals. So I'm going to try that out if those peak seals don't work out. So that's it. 650, that doesn't need anything. I need to do a springtime service so I can go hit some trails. But I think that's everything with the bikes. The boat's been slowing me down. The hard dinghy. And then I also put the hot tub that we had down in the basement for the winter on the back porch where we usually keep it. So Megan can go in the hot tub. She likes it outside. I like it down in the basement. But whatever. Shoot, I almost forgot. I also have to change the thermal bypass in my transmission for my 2017 Chevy Silverado for the oil cooler. The oil gets too hot. I noticed it going down to North Carolina. So this is like a thermostat you put in the oil cooler block. Like there's a thermostat in there from the factory, but it sucks. It inherently sucks. Everyone's losing their transmissions. So this is the fixed run cooler temperatures. We'll start here first. It's like a 10-minute job, but you got to get under there, take it out from the transmission, and then put this stuff in. So there's that. Oh, and one other thing I almost forgot. I hope to be getting a Hideaway Hitch for my Road King so I can try pulling this motorcycle trailer with my Road King. Never pulled a trailer with a motorcycle, so it should be pretty neat. Make for an interesting video. But I'd like to get the Hideaway Hitch on it so I can tow this thing. You can put all kinds of camping gear in the back, all kinds of stuff in the back. That's what they're for. It's a trailer. But might be doing that soon. All right, guys, that's it. I'm gonna cut this short. Yeah, my buddy Dirty Dave, he came over, gave me a Ghost Rider David Mann picture. He gave me a bunch of stuff, a heater. There's a whole bunch of stuff around here. I can't think of it all, but anyway, thanks, Dave. All right, I will talk to you guys later.